I want to remind every driver, right? You're opening up a massive can of worms when it comes to driving teenagers. Now, I have 5 teenagers myself. We love our kids, but they don't necessarily understand business. They don't necessarily understand all the dynamics of this vehicle, that you own it and that there are specific rules. Kids are not quite there yet. And it astounds me that a company that was completely against having teenagers in your car, right? This no person under 18 unless accompanied by an adult, did a full switch on this one. And that's because Dara Khosrowshahi, the whore, the pimp, likes to chase every quarter, every dollar. And had a change of heart, went against his own rules and regulations, and then opened up the floodgates to a new way to earn with Uber, namely Uber Teen. So here they say, congratulations, because you're an amazing track record, stroking you, right? Like praise, making you feel good. You'll start receiving requests from approved teen account holders. These trips help guardians get their teens ages 13 to 17. By the way, we used to reject them. Now we'll accept them. Where they need to go. Every trip will have safety features enabled and available to you, the teen and their guardian. You'll start seeing teen requests in Inland Empire. Should you decide you don't want to receive ride requests from teens, you can turn them off, right? You can turn them off at any time by going to preferences in the driver app. I would suggest you do that right away. And if they do want to offer drivers transparency, giving you a free little tip here, Dara Khosrowshahi, David Risher, Tony Zhu, right? Have all the individual platforms, for example, that this vehicle qualifies for, right? Don't bundle them. Don't make them condition X and shared. Keep them all as standalone and let the driver, the independent contractor, decide whether, okay, I'll take X, I'll take XL because I have a Toyota Sienna. I'm going to switch pet off. I'm going to switch teens off. I'm going to switch shared trips off. That power needs to be in our hands. And I hope that we push this through with legislators and make them understand we are independent contractors. And if you are not forcing the company to treat us as independent contractors, we'll vote you out, period, right? So the good thing for now is that they say you can turn them off. I highly suggest you turn them off, right? The problems specifically because of this under 18 issue, 13 to 17, if any one of these kids, girls or guy, would turn against the drivers and say, oh, he touched me or he said this, you're off. You're off the platform. There's no way in for you because the company is going to turn around and say, oh, this is what you did to an under 18-year-old. You're going to have a lot of difficulties proving your innocence. And even if you're innocent, you're going to have problems proving your innocence. So I'll save you a lot of legal nightmares. I'll save you a wrongful deactivation. I'll save you the day when you get cut off and cannot earn anymore because some teenager decided to turn you in. Off. From the word go off. The same thing with Uber Pet. And although I love pets and I love teenagers, they don't belong in our car. Off with Uber Pet. Off with shared rentals. Disasters happen. Murders, problems happen with shared rentals. And teens, you're opening up a whole can of worms. Don't do it. So it says here, as always, you can decline any of the trip requests you receive without affecting your rating. There it is. If you notice at pickup that your rider looks younger than 18 and the offer card did not say teen, you can cancel the trip and select unaccompanied minor as the reason. Minors are not allowed to use the Uber platform without permission from their parent or legal guardian. Teen riders can opt in to have audio recording active for every trip. So can you just imagine that the teenager, and they're very, 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 very smartphone savvy, is basically using their audio recording device, their smartphone, to work against you. Another big problem, right? So they will monitor every little step. They cheap. I mean, they're not using their own money. Do you think they're going to tip you, right? You think, honestly, a teenager is going to tip you? No. He's using daddy's and mommy's credit card. This opens up another can of worms, right? Now, the father or the mother of that teenager might not be criminals. How do you know what's going on in that teenager's life? What do you know what's going on in the side of the head, right? There'll be no criminal background check run on that teenager, maybe on the mother, maybe on the father, but God forbid you have some sort of problem child in your car and you turn around and you try to school them. Say, listen, buddy, my dad paid for this trip. You do what the fuck I tell you to do. And if things going south, right, you're not dealing with someone over 18 or 21 years old that you can maybe reason and has a whole different skill set, has a whole different negotiation toolbox in their hand. No, you're dealing with a teenager that's definitely not ready for life. And your account, like my screen just right now, your account might go black, right? Your account may go black if they turn you in. So it's the biggest no-no. It is way too dangerous. You're setting yourself up for a lot of future problems. I would avoid it from the word go. Again, to recap, no to pets, although I love them. No to teenagers, although I love my own teenagers. And no to shared rentals. I don't want different identities in my car that could possibly, in the back seat, maybe 2 gang rivals, or who knows? Who knows? There's always that chance. There's always that probability when it comes to shared rides that the shit could go the wrong way, right? Stick to the safest options. Unfortunately, the lower the category, the lower the pay. Starting with shared rentals, massive problems. X, massive problems. XL, you start eliminating certain problems. Why? Because it's more expensive. A step up, you know, black or SUV or Lux, you're eliminating problems. You're dealing with a whole different type of clientele. So the lower you go in the fare ladder, the more problems. The more they have to pay for a trip, the less problems, the better safety you have. Fact. Please share your stories. Have you or do you take teen trips? What is your take on this? My opinion, right, again, my opinion, I love my little buttons. No! Simple and have a good one. Stay safe, my friends.